Hello, today we embark on an exciting journey back in time to explore the sitcom My Wife Next Door. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of this classic show. My Wife Next Door is a timeless gem that has left indelible mark on television history. Join us as we relive the magic, revisiting those with the entire cast of then and now. We will explore the names and initial ages of the talented actors on the show and witness their transformation in 2024. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of My Wife Next Door. Margaret Nolan was born in 1943. In the sitcom she played Mira. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 29, and sadly she passed away on October 5th, 2020, at 76.
With ice and lemon. Does wonders for my metabolism. You should try it sometime.
Don't think I've got...
I'll just sign it, yeah?
Yes, please, yeah, thanks.
I think where was it? I have...
Brenda Callender was born in 1925. In the sitcom she played Mrs. Sweeting. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 47 years old, and sadly she passed away on October 2nd, 2010, at the age of 85.
Number 2, Cottages, Wellington.
Thank you, Mrs. Basset. Oh, I presume you are Mrs. Basset?
Yes?
Patient's wife?
But Mark said I should. He's my very special young man, aren't you, Pet?
Well, you know. You want to be careful, Mrs. Warner. You'll have Tess after you.
Oh, who might be...
John Quell was born in 1938. In the sitcom he plays Peter. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 34, and now he is 84.
It's Peter. You're going to think me an absolute fool, but I didn't check with Mary when I accepted your invitation.
Yeah, well, you said you didn't have to because you knew you had a clear day.
Yes, it did.
The point is, it's all getting a bit silly.
It's not in the least silly.
No, we just think you're magnificent.
You're joking.
John Alderton was born in 1940. In the sitcom he plays Suzie Basset. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 32, and now he's 83.
What's the name of the blonde girl in advertising?
Penny Wilson.
Penny Wilson, yes. When you finish the letter, would you pop along to Penny Wilson and ask if I can borrow one of her hairs?
In the first two series, two of our babies came along and created a bit of a problem for the writers.
Yes,
Molly Sugden was born in 1922. In the sitcom she plays George's mother. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 50 years old, and sadly she passed away on July 1st, 2009, at the age of 86.
Listen. Oh, don't try to shield her, George, you poor boy, living next door to an alcoholic. Is she there now? Dad, you just go right down there and give it a piece.
I had a letter from a lady saying that her daughter was getting married in Bermuda, and she was going to go from London to...
Hannah Gordon was born in 1941. In the sitcom she plays Suzie Basset. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 35 years old, and now she's 87.
I mean, as we're not really divorced...
But we are, George. You said so. I mean, for 2 whole days. That was the idea, wasn't it?
A long run or something. Is there a fear that you
well,
lose
12
whatever?
weeks is very short in the West End. I mean,
Yeah.
a normal West End run is 6 months anyway, so...
Edwin Abs was born in 1931. In the sitcom he plays Mr. Mitchell. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 41, and sadly he passed away on April 16, 2021, at the age of 89.
Arrange that for appointments here tonight.
Not with me, you didn't.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Feeling, I don't know how you feel about this.
Well, even if we have to wait, I'm...
Where I was engaged as the ASM, Assistant Stage Manager, and leading juvenile for £4 a week. And I didn't sleep for...
Norman Bird was born in 1924. In the sitcom he plays Mr. Sweeting. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 48, and sadly he passed away on April 22nd, 2005, at the age of 80.
I'm in need of your services, Vicar.
Well, that is good news, Mr. Rigsby. I didn't expect to see you until the last rites. Well, I'm delighted. Does that mean to...
Deai was born in 1912. In the sitcom he plays Mr. Stuckheimer. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 60 years old, and sadly he passed away on February 25, 1992, at 79.
Of that company removed to the insuring of East End premises.
Would you finish what you were going to say about the special rules which you believe to apply?
I have been told by a great...
Bridget Armstrong was born in 1937. In the sitcom she plays Marge. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 35, and now she is 87.
Other at all, I couldn't bear that.
10,000 pubs in London, and you have to pick mine.
I'd have to know where he was. I'd have to know.
And that's a coincidence, is it?
It's a coincidence.
Michael Graham Cox was born in 1938. In the sitcom he plays Dennis. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 34, and sadly he passed away on April 30th, 1995, at 57.
You should try it sometime. We were saying only yesterday, weren't we, Kate? George and Susie look the happiest couple in church.
Honestly?
Isn't that nice,
Yes.
Lynn Ashley was born in 1940. In the sitcom she plays Linda. In 1972, when she was in the sitcom, she was 32, and now she is 84.
I felt so sorry for you all alone phoning old truck, so I cancelled my date. What about our table for two?
Neil McCarthy was born in 1932. In the sitcom he plays Roland Warner. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 40 years old, and sadly he passed away on February 5th, 1985, at the age of 52.
No, Roland, as a matter of fact, you're saying all the right things.
Well, George was only thinking of you. I mean, you know George.
Well, I should. He's my ex-husband.
William Franklin was born in 1925. In the sitcom he plays Willie. In 1972, when he was in the sitcom, he was 47, and sadly on October 31st, 2006, he passed away at 81.
Back here, and I've had a few, and I'm on my own.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be on your own, do you? I mean, you know, what about the bedtime story?
Who wants to have breakfast opposite a face you can't even put a name?
When we reflect on the incredible journey of My Wife Next Door, from 1972 to 1973, witnessing their growth and transformation, we can see that the connection from those years left a lasting legacy. Their story continues to resonate with fans around the world. And as always, show some love, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and hit the bell to never miss my new content.